rate it.
Y'all good? Yeah. Y'all ready? 3, 2. Well, goddamn. We back again.
Back again. Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Guess
Wow.
who's back?
Hey, man, I am the Chuckster. I'm here with my peoples.
Keita Gray.
You know it. Both Slick checking in.
Yes, sir. Key the Great. Goddamn.
I know, been a minute.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
Ooh, walking, talking, living legend.
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But I think, it would be appropriate for her to return on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Since she technically, she went out and got this young lady that we have here today. So it would be appropriate for her to come back on this show, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, gotta make time, right?
You're a great recruiter. You know?
I be trying.
Speaking of great recruits, goddamn, we got somebody in the house tonight, man. Know what I mean? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm
We just waiting on you.
I'm almost starstruck, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed.
Okay. Goddamn. Man, we are in the presence of CEO of Crown Allure. Not only that, we got a motherfucking chef in the house too.
Okay.
You understand me?
Hey, my stomach growling.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
Should have some
pulled up.
snacks.
Yeah,
You feel me? Somebody pulled up earlier and said, "Who you got on the show today?" I said, "Chef."
You're right.
They said, "They bringing some food." I said, "Oh no." But I was hoping on the inside, goddamn.
Right.
Every time chef.
Right.
Goddamn, without further ado, we got Miss Kayla Sankey in the motherfucking house with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, money sign.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to learn them buttons, my
Goddamn.
dude.
I think they had to get, they got reprogrammed. I think. Somebody played with this motherfucker.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, Miss Kayla motherfucking Sankey's in the building. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here in my first podcast. So.
Woo,
Okay.
and another virgin. Almost glad.
Wow. You know how to pop some cherries around here.
Oh, these niggas is nasty. Oh, you say your first podcast, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. Still feel like my first.
Really?
So
Yeah.
you're nervous
It
in the
most definitely be
motherfucker.
my first today.
Definitely. I always feel like the first time for me.
So we all is nervous as fuck right now sitting at this table.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good, goddamn. Because right out the gate, Miss Kayla, we like to do a little song called Rapid Fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with this one,
It's okay.
technical difficulties. With this one, goddamn, we're going to ask you a series of questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say try to answer with a 1 to 2 word answer and leave it where it at.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we're gonna revisit it.
we might come back to it.
Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah. Count it a little bit. You pretty see in a second. Okay, I'm gonna kick it off, right? So would you rather have $5 million given to you right now today, or would you rather take $5,000, say every week for the rest of your life?
Ooh.
I feel like that's because my life's gonna be long. So
Give it to me raw. One or 2 words.
Then I told you gonna see in the second.
That's all we need. That's all we need. We'll get
You
back to
did
it.
that wrong. Everybody do that. You doing that wrong. I said you're gonna see in one second.
Okay.
Everybody do that. But yeah, 1 to 2 word answer and just leave it right there.
It'd be a little hard. But the next question is, whether you've been there or not, your favorite place in the world. Whether you've been there or not.
I say Jamaica.
Jamaica.
I like that. You put a little clay on my leg or something.
Not a little clay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to know, who is your greatest inspiration?
My greatest inspiration, I'm gonna have to give that to. I say my mom.
Okay.
My dude, shout out.
Oh yeah. So what's the first thing you like to do when you get done with work when you get home?
So I'm on TikTok, so I like to create content everything is content, so that's what I like to do.
Great content.
Okay.
And other than that, I like to sleep and
We'll take that too.
Okay.
find something to do. I got to stay busy doing something.
She'll never stop.
Let's see where we at in the world. What do you hate most about people?
That will grind your gears.
I think
One word.
that
Give them one word answer.
one word, okay.
That describes all that hate.
Inconsiderate.
Okay.
That'll do it.
I like that.
That'll do it. We will elaborate with that because I am a business owner myself, so I do understand.
What to you is the greatest era in American history?
We're going like decades, like 20s,
Yeah.
40s, 60s, 90s.
Last year.
Last 10 years, goddamn.
I say, I kind of feel two, but if I just had to say one, I guess I'll say communication.
Did you take a shot?
Am I missing what you
You
was
took
asking
the
me?
shot.
Like the greatest
Somebody took the
era?
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's
era,
just
like.
Oh, okay, I'm
Yeah.
saying you saying something that was done wrong.
Hey, but that's
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, we talking about era though.
Okay.
Time periods.
Yeah.
Look, I'm thinking she's saying era like the very history or something. Okay. But
That's a good one,
era.
though.
You know?
She got a valid point. Well, we coming back to that motherfucker, but answer the question.
Look, I'm thinking too hard over here. I'm thinking you talking about from all the way from back then up to now. Okay. I say the even though hold on. Okay. I say the 80s.
Ooh.
Joe would like that.
That would be a J-O there, you know.
Okay, it's on me. It's on me. I got one for you. Would you rather give to the church or give directly to the homeless?
I'll say church.
Okay.
Because I feel like
You go ahead.
Yeah,
Get
into that one. Get into
Okay,
that
you
one.
go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead. Elaborate on that one.
So why I say church is because I feel like depending on what church you go to, that they already have programs established versus you going directly to somebody. You having to get all the information from them to kind of figure out what situation they're in, how did they get there and stuff. And some people will do right with it, but others, they have other motives and stuff. So, I just feel like I'd rather do it through a program and then directly go through, so that way I know whatever is given is we're using this for this, and this, versus just me giving it. I'll give, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's more structure if I give directly through like a church.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me, just to be a little, I guess, chaotic with this, how do you know?
Well, how do you know what?
The church.
How do you know what? Y'all ain't gotta be direct. How do you know what?
How do you know that the structure in the church is doing what you want them to do?
All right,
with
now.
your money
All right now.
that you're gonna
And
give.
that's why I said,
All right now.
You're right.
because some churches already do it.
No, listen,
That's a good question.
because to me sometimes, and I'm one of those people, I always feel like I'm an old school church person, so I don't really tap into what's going on nowadays with the church things and all that. So a lot of people got mega churches, and these pastors are driving around in a Bentley, and the people
Well,
are
I'm
pulling
still
up
driving around
outside.
in a Pinto.
You know what I'm saying? So that just be my thing. So
Well, those two answers ain't really my real answer, but
We want you to go to the real answer.
my real answer is I started up, and then I know what the
Okay, well, that's a good one then.
So you'll start off something like your own profit
Right.
type shit.
like a non-profit, yeah.
so
So that's
So
So,
you know.
so then that would be you giving directly
to
to
the
the homeless.
homeless, right?
yeah, that would at that point be
'Cause
because
now
I
you-
would be the.
You the
But
head of it.
just what I guess I was saying with that part was, if I'm just doing it, I would just still want a program. Like my program would be, we would get them in, do an intake form. We would, try to figure out, the backstory, So I guess you could say mine's like more a program.
I got a
just,
smile on my
geeky.
face. I got a big smile on my face right now.
Yeah.
Because I literally, that's been one of my fucking dreams since I was a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God. I talk about that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till God put me in a position to be able to do
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You understand? And I told you also, Key, when you have a great idea, don't think that you the only one talking that idea.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because
Because
somebody's thinking like you somewhere in the world. And this motherfucker close as hell. You know what I'm
Shoulder to
saying?
shoulder today.
Right.
You know, we rub elbows.
You feel me? Okay. I got a little bit off. But that made me smile.
Yeah. I take that.
Well, to revisit another question,
Mm-hmm.
your favorite place you would like to go to or haven't visited yet is Jamaica.
Yeah.
So what? Why?
Well, I
You
can't
want that
get
clay,
into the
right?
backstory.
You
but-
see what you got that clay on that leg.
She said, I can't really get into the backstory.
Somebody rubbed that clay on
What
that leg.
Jamaican man came over here?
Oh, rude boy.
He's an American man.
Oh, okay.
But, I want to go with my person.
Okay.
We're going to go feed the dolphins
Mm.
and,
You want to feed the motherfuckers?
eat good and,
They going to eat good, feed the dolphins.
I'm going to be on the boat eating good, looking at the dolphins.
I mean, you can go feed the dolphins in Panama City.
well, I want to go to Jamaica.
Oh.
She want the blue.
Okay. I'm just making sure, you know.
She want to go with Stella Win.
Hey, I just want to make sure you know your options are there. You just want to.
Well, it's
slide
only one
out.
option.
Okay.
Can't negotiate on that.
Oh, no negotiation.
Jamaica, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. But I got one. Greatest era. You said 80s. Okay. Boo. First of all, boo. But
Yeah, look,
that ain't the answer.
I'm
That ain't the answer.
still
I
stuck
want to.
Look, I'm still stuck in the fact. I'm thinking she was saying error. Like,
That's where we going though.
Right.
That's where the fuck we finna go now though. You said 80s, yeah, boo, whatever. I want to talk about the communication thing.
Right.
Because that shit has been bad since way
Beginning.
before the 80s.
Beginning.
Goddamn, it been wrong since the goddamn beginning of time. So why you feel like, I know I just said it, but why you feel like communication?
Cause see, I'm an overthinker, so that's why I thought she meant what she said. She said, but when I think error, like, mistake that's been done throughout history, like, just from what we have been told, it just seemed like everything has been a miscommunication of someone maybe coming up saying, like, like, as far as this land being found here, you know what I'm saying? People saying, like, they were the founders instead of just communicating like, well, we weren't the founders, but, we found some people that taught us some things and, people just wanted to take credit, but, they were able to communicate that information as if they were the, founders
the
of
first
it.
one.
So that, and then, getting into slavery as well, like, just basically how everything was done in communication, sense of, how can I don't want to say the wrong thing, y'all.
Say it, goddamn, say it.
Not looking at someone else as equal. Like, instead of just saying, you know how to do this, this, and this, I admire you. Communicating that versus trying to make someone being a superior over someone who is just as equal. Everyone have different gifts and talents, and we could all be as one. And, that goes down the road of people trying to take credit for things and, blah, blah, blah. But, go on, but that's what I mean by it.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy today.
I'm all the way for it.
Right.
I mean, I don't understand why we celebrate things as Columbus Day. Like,
Right.
Yeah, right.
Why is that such a big holiday?
Who is it really for?
Yeah, what? What?
And you want to get really deep, why the fuck we celebrate Black History Month?
True.
You know what I mean?
History every day.
You know, we live in this shit.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why the fuck we gotta have our own month?
Mm-hmm.
What the rest of the month's for?
Mm.
Them other people.
They giving it to them too.
They gave it to them.
Yeah.
You know, goddamn.
They took that.
But anywho, about this 80s though, why you say the 80s is the greatest era?
Born in the 80s.
No, so the
crack
thing
baby.
is, I feel like everybody say the 90s.
What decade you born in?
I born in the 90s, 99.
Who?
So everybody say
Right,
the
the
90s.
end.
80s.
Time out.
I was gonna let that shit
Hold on,
go.
but I need to hear her first before you say what you gotta say. Go ahead.
But
But
can I say my favorite one?
Okay, this is what we want to know.
I
why.
mean, I love the
I'm
90s.
interested now.
Don't get me wrong, I love the 90s, but it's just something like that 80s. See, I'm big on music. So
Okay.
Now, you
I just
speaking
really
my
love
language.
the music and then the style.
Okay.
And it was a thing on
Okay.
TikTok where they was showing all these beautiful mansions and stuff, and it was like in the 80s, and I was like, oh, yes,
Life
I
was
wish
simple.
I could have been there.
Right.
So,
They
I'm
had
about
it
out.
decked out like a whole pink, like, mansion. Like,
did it have Choose the Lover in the background?
yeah.
Okay.
I almost brought out the Joe with me. I almost until she started, she kept going. I was like, okay, I see what you're going.
Yeah.
But it's really the music for me, because I feel like that, of course, we can go further back. I like the 70s too, music too. I like old
Me
school.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
So, the music, but I feel like that really just made the 90s, be able to follow up with that, to me. So, I just like the
Twin?
80s.
Where have you been?
Okay, my boy is really feeling you today.
Yes, goddamn, yes, I am.
You know.
Goddamn, I mean, except you was a little bit on. You said 80s. I mean, they had good music for sure. 70s, 60s. I'm a music fan. I'm a
Just
music
old
lover.
school period.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't
But
really
I'm gonna go
choose,
for the
but-
90s.
I'm
Yeah.
just, I'm
Yeah,
not
I love
a
the
fan
90s.
of fashion in the 80s. They
Oh.
were too plain Jane for a nigga like me.
In the 80s, though?
In the 80s.
Well, I don't know now.
In the 80s.
I don't know now. Michael Jackson though was flying in the mouth.
He said Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But we talking about
Regulars. You talking about the regulars?
They imitated what they singing though.
the regulars. I mean, we
That's
talking,
how all their styles went.
you talking about your 2-3-piece suit. You gonna pull up in your Delta 88. You know what I'm saying? You got the diamond in the back. You got your pimp when you got his fingernail. You know what I'm saying?
It with a gangster.
You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing for me. And it was like everything just looked too
Mundane.
mundane.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh.
it's just that for me. I'm more vibrant. I like the 90s, but I do respect you in the 80s. I love the 80s music.
I mean, I love both, really.
Yeah.
I'm really not that person who like, choose this and this. I'm like, I want this, this, and this, and
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Or I
yeah.
want this one, that one, that one. Like,
Put all of it together. Make one big
You
old
want need one perfect blend.
Yeah.
Something
and
everywhere.
I heard you when you said you like a beautiful mesh. You know, so I'm from TikTok, and everything was
yeah.
put together. So I did. I got you on that.
Yeah.
Both of y'all know her?
Huh?
Both of y'all know her?
I don't know this young lady.
Oh.
He was saying the TikTok, man. The
Also, I thought
TikTok.
he had maybe follow her on TikTok. And I know you know her because you booked her. So I was like, hey, everybody know her but me. But she's my best friend. She's my twin.
Yeah. I'm just doing a little communication, listening on this side.
Okay, I feel you on that one. All right, so where we at? Goddamn, I done got lost.
Yeah.
Focus point. Oh, focus point now?
Well,
You got one more?
before we get too far into the day, this is brought to you by a Gentleman's Touch, mobile detailing, luxury detailing that is.
Get it?
So if you would, and if you need it, it is that time of the year. Holidays are coming, caterers are out. If your car is needed, please give me a shout out, request, message, DM, calls, whatever you can.
All that.
A Gentleman's Touch, mobile detailing.
Yeah.
What is AGT?
That's us.
Yes, sir.
That's us.
Yes, sir.
And it's not America Got Talent either.
I see the new uniforms.
You got me both lit.
Hey, listen, it's a story to that, and it's a reason why my partner will not wear his shirts.
Oh, shit, Trey, y'all, what that shit called? Y'all doing infringement and shit, Trey. What the fuck going on?
Do
Why?
y'all mind? It's not long.
Go ahead.
We were out doing this young lady's car, and when we got done, she was like, "Hey, I like those shirts. I'm a big fan."
Ooh.
I'm like, "You're a big fan of?" And we had just started up, so I'm gassed up. I'm like, thank you. She was like, "Oh, that's not America's Got Talent." So
Oh, shit.
my acronyms are AGT as well, but we are not America's Got Talent.
Oh, man.
God damn
That's
it.
okay though.
God damn it, that's funny.
I need a shot.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's bring it back in.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring it back in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, shout out to AGT, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
We ain't talking about that other people on the TV and shit.
yeah, you know.
You know? So, okay. So we're gonna move it along, right? We back on track.
We're back.
Okay, so with the next segment we got, it's called a focus point. These questions was constructed, you know, based on you, what you got going on, right?
Okay.
You were a hard one. When, you know, when we get guests in,
Yeah.
you know, I do my research.
Mhm.
I do. But you were a really, really hard one. And most of my research comes from social media, especially when I don't know the person, right? I'm just gonna tell y'all, her social media.
Facebook was not no justice.
Don't go to her social media thinking you finna find anything out about her
Facebook.
at all.
I
Nothing.
got a story about Facebook.
Nothing.
Oh, Lord.
We gonna get to it. Nothing. You ain't
I
finding
just
shit.
stopped posting on there because
I noticed.
they be like, what?
I was scrolling.
She would not give up the goods.
But you know, okay.
She go on TikTok.
Oh.
See, that's what the fuck I missed out on.
Yeah, we missed out on that. See, that's that 99 2000. You know what I'm saying? That's that late 90s. That living in TikTok world.
You feel me? I missed out.
But it's a backstory behind it. I wasn't really on TikTok either.
Oh no.
And then when I kind of gave it a little consideration, and then I saw, okay, they support me over here. I'm going to show up over here. You know?
Okay.
Well, let her introduce herself. Go ahead, go with the focus point.
Okay,
Let's go and get to it.
Okay. So what we like to do here, we like to dig in our guest past a little bit, right? And see what made them who they are right now. And are you originally from here?
Yes.
Okay. And we like to find out how was your time coming up here in the Gulf?
Okay. So my time coming up here, it was, you know, I guess you say regular. Like I was very like sheltered. I didn't really go out a lot, and that's why I'm kind of like.
What side of town? What side of town are you from?
I stayed in Ridge Creek.
Oh, God damn it! And you didn't go out?
No, I didn't go out. I didn't go out.
Twin? Okay, go ahead.
You know, I didn't really go out and do a lot of different things. So I feel like that kind of made me like socially awkward, you know. So I feel like in, you know, my later years now, like now that I'm 25, I've been able to kind of come out of my shell more than I did growing up. So I feel like I was just living. I really didn't know. I knew different things I wanted to be. I did want to be a chef when I was little, but that faded off, and then I wanted to do other things just for whatever reasons, you know, which has changed over time. And then when I really thought about it, I went to college and 3 times finished though, unfortunately, because I'm like, I don't think this for me, you know. So
It ain't for everybody.
It ain't.
in which, you know, I do feel like I'm just in the place of now where I feel like I want to be just an entrepreneur all around, and I'm just trying to be consistent in showing up, even if no one else is there standing beside me. So that's why you don't really see a full portfolio of things on Facebook, because I feel like, you know, I'm the type where I could be posting consistently and then I back off and I'm just like, okay, I don't know no more. You know, let me just take a break. You know,
When's your birthday?
It's February 4th.
Man, you sound like Aries. You sound like me. Go ahead.
Who is that?
Go ahead.
Who is that? What
I don't even know. What size
No,
you
okay.
Aquarius. Oh, okay.
So
I ain't in tune with the zodiac.
yeah, I kind of stepped into that, but you know, just for to know what I am. But what else can I say next? I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, you know I have a lot of gifts and talents inside of me. It's just trying to put them out there. And I just feel like TikTok has kind of put me in a place of, I feel like my reach, I've been trying to reach people, I guess, that I know, but I realize that I need to reach the people that I don't know, because that's my target audience.
Can I get a hand clap for her?
Yeah, I'm ready which one that will be.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we need that one.
Yeah. Because that, I mean, you know, and coming up
And that support everywhere.
everywhere, and that is a big thing. And I don't want to cut you off from where you are if you want to keep elaborating, but that is a part of my question that's next. So if you want to keep going, then I like to listen.
Yeah, so I have been in a place where, because I didn't finish college, sorry, I'm getting so tired. Because I didn't finish college, I was kind of doubting myself, and I was kind of like, well, what am I going to do? Like, because when you're an entrepreneur, it's slow start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just not overnight success. You don't wake up, you just got $1 million.
Talk about it.
So, it's kind of like just trying to keep going throughout those slow seasons and those times where I just want to give up, but I know that I really don't have the time no more to keep saying I'm gonna give up. I gotta just keep going,
So that's why she's gonna hit every point that we were gonna talk about.
You know,
I thought you gotta stop her. You go ahead and ask your question, cause she over here touching.
Yeah. You touching bases, and you got me up my brain over here pondering.
I'm in awe.
Yeah.
I'm just over here.
You have to ask no questions. She just giving it to us.
I'm almost 10 years older
I
than
gotta tell
this
the
young
truth
lady.
now.
You tell us.
I'm
I'm
impressed.
lie to you, but I was like, I'm fucking busy.
No, this is the real life, for real, y'all.
This young lady says she's 25. I'm almost 10 years older than her. And we share a lot of similarities in thought processes. Right. You know what I mean? I'm blown away. So, go ahead. I'm trying to process shit.
I mean, you've kind of touched base already there, but what's your biggest challenges as an entrepreneur?
I think I feel like it's really two. I feel like I need to network more, like not even just on social media, but just getting out there, meeting more people, and just being consistent as far as it comes to the internet and stuff. Being consistent and just keep showing up, and I know that part is like I've definitely been lacking. Because, I was basically telling a friend, I don't post on Facebook no more. Like, I feel like, what's the point? It's people that I know that know I'm trying to do something, no matter if I'm the best at it or not, that, just don't support me. Yeah. And, that kind of hurt me because it's just like, dang, you could at least share like or something, engage with me, say, hey, look, maybe you need to do this, change it, do that, give me something, some type of feedback. If you just want to see someone, win, we all can win, and it's just, I had a conversation with someone who, like, in the makeup game here, like, they were almost in a mindset of it was a competition. I was like, okay, if, let me just back away from it, because I don't look at it like that. I feel like we all can win. God has given each and every one of us different gifts, talents, and stuff, and we can all be at the top, holding hands together, showing somebody this, showing somebody that. Like, it don't have to be, I got to be number one, you got to be number two, and if you number one, or you can be getting close to be number one, like, I got a problem, like,
right.
And to speak on that, I've seen some of the realest shit I've seen, and I mean, and it's literally just that. I seen the guy Tate on First 48. He posted it the other day, and he was like, competition is at the bottom. He said, once you make it to the top, everybody's pretty much joining hands and feeding off of everybody else. You know how to make this shit work together. Yeah. He was like, so if somebody's in competition with you, then they're probably beneath you. So, I mean, you have to take it.
Shout out to the competition.
You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to the motherfucking top.
Yes, and let me be clear, y'all, because it was only one person, and guess what? They ain't really popping on in no way. The folks that really doing something.
But that's a crab in the barrel mentality, and there's a lot of that. And I just to say, I want you to know, from one business owner to another, just because that one somebody said it, don't let that discourage you from what you got going on, where you're going, because your family, your friends, whoever didn't share, didn't like, do whatever. Continue to post on Facebook. There's nothing but your work.
I don't know if you, I don't know how familiar you are with this show, or if you've seen any of them or not. But we had some other makeup artists and stuff on here. Now you got me wondering, was it one of them?
Well, like I said, this person ain't hitting on nothing, so it probably somebody trying to invite. They actually got some building pulled over. Okay, I ain't
It's
trying to
okay.
be big.
It's okay.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying they don't have nothing going on. They're not really trying to push themselves to their fullest potential either. So me and them were collabing, just trying to help each other. And then they had different comments and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even get down like that, because I've had, as you would consider, the biggest people here, support me and, like my stuff and stuff like that. Yep. And I'm just saying, but they're not my target audience. They're just my colleagues. So, that's a whole different thing. So, I was just basically like, it seemed like the people that weren't really putting forth their full potential had a lot to say about the people that were, because they seem intimidated that person is doing what you're afraid to do consistently. So and I'm afraid to do consistently. So I look up to those other makeup artists, that I follow and that I know from school and etc., because they are where I want to be in my own right. So, I look at it different, because like you said, I want us all to be standing at the top, joining hands. Like, you coming up, I'm reaching back to pull you up, whatever information I can give you, whatever help I can give you. Like, I want everybody to be on top, everybody to be happy, successful. It don't have to be, I'm better than you or you better than me or nothing like that, so.
You know what, God? She said she was an Aquarius. But you probably mixed it up like Aquarius, Aries. She supposed to be in. She supposed to be in. I know what she supposed to. She probably a little early. She came a little early. She came a little early.
It was just a little premature.
Man, Kayla, listen, I swear to God, I can't shoot you on this. I bullshit a lot. I do. But I ain't bullshitting on this. A lot of the shit you saying, I say all the fucking time. I swear to God. God damn it. Great minds do. Damn it.
That is it. Great minds do.
But to move it along from makeup to cooking, being a cook, personal chef, however you call it, say it, put it, explain what it means to you to feed someone your food.
So to feed someone my food, I just want them to just enjoy it. Like, I love to serve. I love to, somebody eat my food about, ooh, that was so good. Like, they just make me feel good.
Like I do got this shit.
So, I just definitely, I just put love in what I do, care, and, all of that in my cooking. You know what I'm saying? Clean,
Got to be.
clean.
Well, they said that is the fastest way to a man's heart. Through his stomach.
And what I realized too, my overthinking and stuff, I'm like, you go to these fast food places, they throw your stuff together, they just wrapping it up, and nasty, ain't good, and you paying out your money for it.
All your money for it.
And you get with me, lock in with me.
Right.
You gonna
Yeah.
True.
Do we
like
Desserts.
All that.
All that.
I'm going to tell you, my son. I'm gonna have to get you to cook for one night, cause you're gonna have to stay and watch us eat. Now. You're gonna have to and still get through. Cause my son, if he lick your plate when that shit over with, it's good.
It's good.
You understand me? That's just how me and my son do the plates. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we might eat it cause we don't want to be rude right there. But if it ain't good, I'm throwing it right here. You know what I'm saying? Come through. But you kept us over there in that corner. Licking that motherfucker. I got a woman.
Yeah.
You got a woman. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, I live with one. I understand she is a cook, and I mean, that got me more than a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife for everything that she brings to the table, but them Sundays, I can rub them feet together and that plate mine. Baby, I love you.
You know what's going down on Sunday, baby.
Okay.
Well, check this out. Can you tell us about a time where you had to work under a tight deadline? It can be, with the makeup, it can be with the cooking, but a tight deadline that you had to work under and you was still able to perform and deliver on time.
So last Thanksgiving around this time, whatever, I was taking orders and stuff like that. So I'm kind of small, just people I was working with at Sam's. And I was kind of like pushing it. But, I was able to get through it though, because I just know, anytime I commit to something, I try to follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna update them. If, you know, I'll be like, hey, can you give me a little bit more time if I need it? But you know, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna deliver. You know, and I just feel like that's why I was telling my other friend, I was just like, I kind of do want to, you know, because when you be in that kitchen trying to bake, being a home baker is hard. You know, you got one oven, 3-4 cakes. You can't put too many in there because then it start messing up and all type of stuff. So, you know, I'm definitely wanting to expand at least into, I think he was like, it's a ghost kitchen or something like that. You know, go to or a place where it's more room and stuff. And that's kind of like another reason I haven't really pushed the baking thing like that, because I know it's a lot that goes into it and with the oven power and stuff like that. So that's how I try to just keep it small, you know, but still bring the quality and, you know, do it like that, because I don't want to
get
overwhelm myself and then just give somebody something that ain't good.
Quality over quantity, anything.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little side question. So you got orders for this year? For Thanksgiving?
Okay, I didn't promote this year, y'all. This is why. I was just like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't think, because, you know, right now, you know, I'm at home with my mom because I had went through some stuff and I had to go back. And, you know, we got her little oven there. She just got it. She don't want about to set it up. And I'm just like, I'm just hanging on.
Don't put all that pressure on my stove.
Like, you know.
Shout out to my dude. We're gonna make it do with each other. And when it's time, we're gonna get you a bigger oven.
Mama, let that baby cook. Trust me, that little oven right now.
Right.
That thing gonna turn about 4 in the kitchen and be let her keep doing her thing.
You gonna be in there helping too?
You going to work.
And I'm sure did you start off with an easy bake?
I did.
See, Mama, you started. Mama, look at me in this camera. You started this.
Yes, you
You bought that easy bake.
Yes, you did.
That's how you handled it.
Yeah, you did that.
You did it.
Did it.
This baby know how to cook and bake. If y'all follow me on any social media, or Snapchat or Facebook, I cook a little bit.
You know, I was just gonna get into it. I was like, this really is your twin, because I just seen you put down some shit the other day, and I was gonna hit your line like, bro, is it enough? Is it another sound for me? Like,
But yeah, man, I do a little bit. But she took it. You take it. You really become a full all around cook, chef, however y'all want to label it. When you know how to cook well and bake well.
Right.
I ain't too keen on the baking part. I do a little something.
the pan brownies.
I do a little better than that.
Okay.
I do a little bit, just a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit.
Okay.
You understand? So I do just enough on the dessert part, baking part, just to please the house.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You be good to us, goddamn. I don't give a fuck what you You know what I'm saying? But this young lady do both. All around.
With a side of makeup.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
With a side.
See, I wish I had a remote to zoom in on this Facebook to show y'all, cause she can't beat.
Right.
She can't beat, goddamn.
You know.
I almost asked her who beat you, then I forgot, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
She do it. You know. And I've always had a hard time with makeup with women, and it's just like, baby, just be your natural face self. It ain't for everybody. I feel like, but if you are a professional,
get into it.
As you are, then
get into it.
I'll accept it.
Roll the sleeves up.
You do a great job.
Roll the sleeves up.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, you do. You do. But to piggyback a little bit, ladies, ain't nothing wrong with getting beat. You know what I'm saying? You got a date. You're going, somewhere. But at the same time, no disrespect to the ladies that do wear the makeup all the time. But at the same time, niggas really be want just a little lip gloss here and there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe whatever, throw your eyelashes, whatever.
Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I can deal with that. Yeah, I can deal with that. But niggas really want just that natural shit. That's all niggas really be want.
Now, if it comes down to it and you feel like it's time for that, then we have Miss Kayla Sankey in the building.
You understand?
You know, and she will get you right, like
fuck you up, and I mean that in a good way.
And so don't go in the mirror in your own bathroom and fuck yourself.
And you don't mean that in the
I
building.
feel like you talking about me.
Oh no!
I don't know
Oh no!
Just
You ain't talking about
Just a
you
little
got
mascara now. I tried to do makeup one time. I said not for me. Not me doing it now.
Right.
Me doing it. I
It's
said
an
not
art.
for me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had to learn that too. Like,
I ain't got to find curves.
I sat down and watched like my wife a couple times. And I'm like, baby, you gotta go through all of this, and we gotta be doing it like the next 10 minutes. Like, what are you doing? But you know, I appreciate the effort and what goes into it, and when she's done, you know what I'm saying. But the layers and the things that go on in that bathroom,
full
like,
time.
shit.
Full time.
So this is definitely art, and
yeah.
I appreciate the art that you
And
bring to the
I
table.
just want to say to all of my ladies, don't depend on makeup now. Like, in the sense
Oh.
of you don't love what God is giving you, because makeup is just merely an enhancement of what God gives you. And that's like what my
Do y'all
brand
hear this?
represent. You know, it ain't about, you know, oh girl, you need makeup. You know, because at the end of the day, I'll be ready to wipe it out when I'm done. You know,
Yeah.
posing, taking the pictures, and doing that. All that. I like my natural face.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to. You got to, because then at that point you're idolizing it.
Okay.
And you know you don't want to do that. So,
Right. I want to make them richer.
Right.
We gotta make ourselves richer.
You know?
but nothing wrong with, you know, doing it, you know, your wedding day, your birthday, you know, you going out, you just want to spruce yourself up, you know, and that's what it's for, just an enhancement, and simply merely that, and that's it.
I just don't like everybody walking around looking like they casket. Casket.
Somebody was somebody that today, they was like that Matt be big, and some people look.
But at the same time, it ain't just women. We got niggas out here doing that. We got niggas out here doing that too now.
Oh, yeah, man. We've gotten into the enhancement world.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on now. But to go back a little bit about the social media and the reason why I said you was a hard person to do research on. Because normally I would know, from doing research, I mostly do it on Facebook. I missed the TikTok shit. I missed it. But I mostly do it on Facebook. I find our guests and I'm going deep years back. I'm scrolling. But I couldn't do that with you. Because I saw a post that you reshared talking about I get on Facebook for 10, 15 minutes and repost 180 things and get off. And you ain't lying. She not lying.
She's gonna repost it. She out of there.
I ain't know. Even when she reposted, she ain't even write nothing about it. It's just a repost. It ain't no this me or it's just a repost. And she out. So you was really hard to dig some stuff up on. Couldn't find out shit about you. But where I'm going with it, I see you do a lot of resharing, and I saw the stuff that you was resharing a lot. And it's mainly in support of things. You know what I mean? Whether it's in support of other makeup artists, or in support of other chefs, or in support of missing people, or just in support of people in general. So where, with that, well, I'm trying to articulate this shit. So with that, how do you try to ask this question, boy? Shit, I'm trying to say, with that, is I noticed that's what you're about. So why do you feel like it's important to reshare those type of things? I ain't really see you sharing nothing negative, nothing bad. So why do you feel like it's important to share those particular type of things?
I just think, you know, it's a lot of negativity that's out there. I don't feel like I'm a saint. I ain't never.
Right.
This one ain't had no business. That's another story, but I just feel like sometimes people just need to see it. You know, I even found myself, I had reached out to someone, I won't put their information out, but just trying to, because they were saying some different things, and I just told them, you know, just keep giving it to God. Because I've been there. And I have been on Facebook in my younger years, you know, maybe crying out for help, or, you know, and I was young and just, you know, just saying all type of stuff. And I don't know, I just feel like support never hurts, you know, that don't take nothing from me. You know, even though I may not be necessarily gaining anything from it, it don't take nothing from me to repost. I see somebody doing something, they doing the same thing I'm doing or whatever, I'm just like, I love it, you know.
Right.
You're doing something positive. You're not, you know, doing that negative, so why not reshare it, you know? And then I can help them reach more people, because, I mean, hey, if they ain't liking my stuff, I guess they'll like this. You know?
Right.
And there's no hate on that, because everybody like different things, but You know, I just feel like, why not? And then, of course, with the missing people, you know, that's a whole rabbit hole of, you know, when they posted and what information is behind it, and just trying to get it out there. Like, I'll share about 2 or 3 times. If I ain't heard, you know, if they haven't done an update and said that they've been found and stuff like that. Because I remember at a point in time, that wasn't like a common thing to be on social media at this. It seemed like every day somebody missing though.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'm like, now it's like, is at its highest point where constantly you're seeing this person missing, and not just young kids, it's older people, it's, you know, all type of stuff. And, you know, that touches me in the sense of we be so, you know, caught up in life, you don't know at any moment if somebody is lurking and trying to do something to you, and that's why you doing missing and all types of stuff. So, you know, my mind go deep, you know, and go deep.
If something was happening to me, I want you to do the same thing. Share my stuff so somebody can find me.
You know?
Yeah. So that, and, you know, just supporting people, and I just feel like it don't take nothing for me to do that.
Yeah.
So,
It
why
literally
not?
don't. That's a split of a second to hit that share button. So, and that part we do understand.
Oh yeah.
So, I just want to ask a question. So you said something about giving up. So has there ever been a time that you thought about giving up, and what was like, I don't know what I was looking for when I was saying that.
Have you ever thought about a time about giving up?
Yeah.
And how did you
Overcome.
Yeah.
How you overcame.
Teamwork makes the dream work. baby.
Go get it.
I have 2 different ones. One more on a serious note, and one more on a that was kind of recent. So the serious one, I definitely was in a place where I wanted to give up on life. And this was back in 2020, and I was reflecting on this the other day of just how I felt like at that point I just never knew my worth, and I just never knew that I just really did have purpose. And I wanted to give up because I just felt like everything that I was doing, nothing was coming of it, you know. And
Pulling up the dirty.
I'll just say that happened then, and then God had just set me down, because behind that, not to go too in detail, I lost my first car behind it from me trying to make my attempt, you know, if you follow what I'm saying here. And from then I had lost, and then God had brought me back up, and then I was chasing after something or someone, and I had to start all the way from scratch. Went through 2 jobs before it led me to Sam's, and then at that point, while I was there, I tend to say that was the most what word is best? A time where I really started seeing life differently, and I was just so angry and going from that and just trying to figure out life and stuff. And I throughout that whole process, I know it's a long story, y'all, but throughout that whole process, I wanted to give up, you know, or whatever. But when I started working at Sam's, I was able to, God showed me people in the midst of my anger. He showed me people that he placed there that didn't give up on me. So I was able to continue. I ain't trying to make this stuff. So that's more on the serious note. That's why I was like, I have a serious point where at that point, and it's emotional because I feel like had I given up then, that I wouldn't be here now. And it's just things did get better. They're not where I thought that they would be, because I'm going through a second period of loss. I won't get into that, but I'm definitely just glad I didn't give up then. But as of recently, you know, with me not posting as much with the makeup, I will say that I was going to close out my books for the rest of this year, because I was like, maybe I just need a mental break from it, you know, and in the midst, you know, still supporting other people and stuff. So I was just like, maybe I just need to take a mental break from that. And then God was like, no, you're not going to take a mental break, because I got some people lined up for you. And
got something for you.
He connected me with a young lady. Her name is Danielle. I met her through TikTok, and she ended up being from Montgomery. And I didn't know she was from Montgomery, you know, so she was like, "Can you do my makeup?" And I was like, "She must be coming from out of town." And
Girl,
I was like,
come
"Oh,
on.
you here?" And she has been such a blessing to me
Shout out
in the
to
short
Danielle.
time that I have known her, because she is pushing me. She's like, "No, we not stopping. I got this lined up. I'm supposed to actually be going to Birmingham next week to do some makeup. She has something set up for me there." So, you know, I just feel like when I wanted to just say, "Okay, I'm throwing in the towel," just like, "No, you know, you can't do it," you know, because God has just been setting up the right people. And, you know, and when I did close off my appointments, I was getting people asking me, like, you know, "Can you do my makeup?" You do it. I was like, I ain't even been showing up. But, I mean, I'm thankful now. Don't get me wrong. But, so those have been two moments I wanted to give up, and I feel like both of those were important to mention, because not just to, you know, be here and just talk about nothing, but I feel like at that first point where I was at my absolute lowest, I feel like the enemy wanted me out because he knew what was to come that was going to gradually get better. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like I'm at my highest yet, but I'm definitely not where I was, and I just feel like I'm so glad, like I'm making it, you know, to where I need to be, because just that quick, you know, life could change when you making a decision over temporary feelings, and you won't get to see the light on the other side of the tunnel if you allow yourself to just stay trapped in the darkness and not keep going. Like, you may not see the light, but you got to keep walking through till you can see the light, you know? So, you know, that has been those two moments for me, and I'm sorry I was long
Talking good shit.
Just so it could make sense to, you know, those were moments in my life where I felt like giving up, but I'm glad I didn't give up. And, you know, like I said, the most recent one where I felt like giving up, and, you know, God just showed me, no, don't give up. You can't give up.
True. Right. So, I'll give you a little bit of advice. Because you say you're 25, right? Right. A little bit of advice. So, you know, when you're going through the most chaotic periods, times of trouble, can't get out of this shit, what's going to happen? You're in a state of transition. You feel me? Like, that's when you go through the most shit, when it's time to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Right. See if you can handle that shit up there. You feel me? And you say you took a loss. You know what I mean? Took a loss. You're going through another loss. I'm going to tell you right now, you're 25. After this second loss you get over there and elevate, you're going to go through another one. Yeah. You feel me? It don't stop. It don't stop. But the way you speaking and the way you talking, and you sound much older than 25. Right. So I know you probably feel like I done lived a life, because it sounds like you done lived a life. Yeah. You know, you get tired and shit, you still real young. Yeah. You feel me? Still real young. Yeah, you got a lot of fighting. Got the right mindset though. You got the right mindset, and you got a lot of fighting.
You gotta fight.
Just listening to you, and talking about during that time, during COVID, and I'm sitting here reflecting and like, what the fuck was I doing? But I was definitely living like my best life. You know what I'm saying? And it was like everybody else around me was too, from what I could see. Yeah. You know, a lot of free money was handed out. Nobody had to go to work.
I did.
Oh, yeah. It was like a lot of shit that was being pushed off because it was during a pandemic. Yeah. So I mean, it birthed a lot of people, and it birthed a lot of shit, and it just, I mean, a lot of stuff came with COVID. Yeah. But at 21, 22?
Yeah, I was 21.
21? During that time, baby, advice from me, or just saying me at 21, I didn't give a damn what purpose was. So I applaud you for, you know, even having that mindset going into this during that time. I mean, if you felt like you took a loss for me at that time was like, shit. Okay. 20 hours. Mama! Right. Some shit didn't go right. I don't like how this turned out. So we just gonna go in a different direction. Right. But everybody don't have that to bounce back on. Right. So, I mean, I do definitely appreciate you for giving us that
Oh, yeah.
You know, because that is a sensitive subject. And then, like I said, at that time, at 21, or you just being 25 now, you so young.
Cause nigga.
You make me feel so
old.
old. Stop saying
Yeah,
that.
but you know, but listen, goddamn, at 20, what's that, 21, you was finding purpose then. I'm 34, and I'm just finding what my purpose is.
Right. So,
like, for real.
You know, I mean, and I don't know if you know, but I mean, a lot of the biggest moguls in the world
Started off.
they didn't find what the fuck they were going to be doing till their late 30s. Or, you know, even thinking about what
Sam
purpose
Jackson in his 40s,
Yeah.
that's when he became a star.
Yeah. You know, I don't think Oprah got her business or even attempted to start her business after like 35. So that's 10 years from where you are. It's so much more life that you will endure. So just keep pushing.
I just think, you know, just to kind of get a little bit more context on my mind frame, I just never knew my worth. And I think that's what set me back in my mind as far as just either just not worrying about so much. I will overcare, I will overshare. It's just so many things that I have done. I will react, you know, so many different things that I have done that have, I feel like, set me back from doing more and, you know, being further sooner. But I know I went through everything I went through to be where I am today. So I just think that, you know, my journey is just, you know, it's going to be different. You know, at the end of the day, you know, some people probably feel like, it don't even make sense. But, I mean, it'll make sense to me sometimes.
It's not supposed to make sense.
You know, it's just like, you know,
it's your walk.
That's what happened. You know, that's what I went through. And that's what, you know, led me up to where I am now, where I, you know, was talking with God, and I was like, you know, God, I feel like I'm in my Job season right now. Like, I'm going through my little second period of loss, and of course, if I would go in more detail, you'll understand what I mean by that. But I'm in a season where I was just basically telling God, I don't want to depend on things. I just want to depend on you. Even if I lose the support, if I lose my physical possessions, you know,
you're gonna lose some shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose shit. Expect it. You're gonna lose some shit.
Trust me, I know.
But they weren't meant to be there. Remember that.
Right. So, you know, I just feel like I'm just in a season where I'm just wanting to keep my faith. Like, I got to a place, and this started 2022, where I feel like my relationship with God got deeper, where I was just like, Lord, I don't want to lose my faith. I don't care what else I lose and who else I lose. I just don't want to lose my faith. And I realized, too, when you're chasing behind the wrong person and worrying about being in a relationship with someone else when you haven't been in the right relationship with yourself, you will just overextend yourself and try to show up and be something that you're not, in the sense of, you know, you could never be enough for a person who's always constantly looking for something else. And when you don't love yourself, you'll stay in a situation where it's just a time waster. And what I have realized is that time is our greatest gift. And if it's wasted, you know, you can't get it back. And you have to be structured enough to say, okay, well, God, I don't really have a plan, but I want you to just guide me on where to go, but until I can get all this figured out. Because I just know I could have been way further had I been more structured in my moves then. Because, you know, I basically kind of was doing the same thing. I just had something else as my main focus versus, you know, what really would have brought money in and really had me established, you know, and stuff like that. So, but it was a lesson learned. But that's why now I just feel like I'm only focused on doing things to build, to rebrand, and to just show up and do what I always feel like I could have done sooner.
I don't mean to harp on your age. 25.
Right. I want to say it so
bad. 25.
I got cousins in the military that's going to be. I got classmates. I got a lot of people my age that's done a lot, you know. And not that compared.
I'm gonna tell you something. Run your race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You
walk. Still win.
I don't give a fuck.
Every
You walking
time.
or running. Run your race. You 25. Don't fucking forget to live your life, have fun, and make them fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
You are allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You young.
Allow
And it's not to
allow
compare.
yourself to make mistakes.
Right.
Don't beat yourself up because you made them.
Every mistake you make, you're gonna learn from it. It's a lesson.
Yeah.
Allow it. Allow life to happen.
Yeah.
I know.
It's just like
You
a
know.
recipe. Your parents' recipe.
Can't
You
be
gonna fuck
prepared
it up
for it.
every now and then because you want to try something different.
Yeah.
You can never prepare for life.
Right.
So,
There's no guidebook on this.
hey, live that motherfucker. You still young.
Yeah.
I like that you got your priorities in fucking order.
Mm-hmm.
You got that. You got that mindset.
But I want to
That's
tell
awesome.
you so bad to go do a handstand on the couch, baby. Take your wig off and enjoy yourself. You are 20.
Go live your
Right. You
life.
still in your 20s.
Go
You
live
at the
your
corner.
goddamn
But when
life.
you see so many, and I was just saying, like, not to compare me to those people I mentioned, I'm just like, you just kind of, when you are in a place where maybe your focus ain't on, you know, what I was focused on was trying to be with a man. So, like, now it's just kind of like, yeah, I just want to focus on building and just really coming with it because, you know, you see so many people just getting so much done and you just feel like, well, I ain't going hard enough. Not to compare me to them, but I know, like, if I just quit procrastinating that it could be further. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like I'm hard on myself, but then in the same breath, I'm hard on myself, but then I'm down on myself. So, like, I'm kind of like my worst enemy at times because I know that it could be further than what it's been. It's just, I'm just slow rolling to get there.
Well, I'm gonna need you to start paying yourself on the back for the accomplishment that you did make.
Right. Definitely.
You came along.
Stand in your shit that you got right now.
Mhm.
You know, your shit stink.
Roses stink.
You know, stand in your shit that you've accomplished right now.
Oh yeah.
Celebrate yourself right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever look forward so far into the future that you lose yourself in your present. Because your present is what makes your future.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta live in your moment. Celebrate you and your journey right now. Even if you
Right now.
lost it.
Yeah.
Whatever it was that you lost, you know what? 2 teardrops in the bucket. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's gone. We'll get it back in another way. But
Yeah.
today, keep your head up. My motto, chin up, chest out.
Mm-hmm.
It
Keep
sound like you're a little hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are really hard on yourself.
I
You're
am.
20.
She
I
a
want you
drill
to get-
sergeant in her own army.
I want you to get 40, 45, 50.
Yeah, and
And
you
look
feel
back
like,
I ain't really enjoy shit. I ain't got no real memorable memories.
yeah, you don't want to get to your older ages and you
60.
feel like you want to,
I'm ready.
you got to divert and be like, yeah, I'm going to go act like the 20-year-olds and I'm
Right.
75 standing up in the club
I'm
with a
taking a
bunch of
sabbatical,
19-year-olds.
bitches.
No, enjoy it now. Enjoy your labor, enjoy your fruits, your flowers. Enjoy 25.
Yeah, because I what? You said February. So 26 coming
Trying to
up.
get this
Oh,
age.
yeah, 26 coming up.
Yeah.
No, not 26. February is coming up real soon.
She will be 26.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Your 26 is coming up. And it will start rolling. Them years about to start rolling fucking by.
You just open the door to another path to life and you don't even know it. At 25, once you cross 25, shit starts to look like this.
Yeah. Like it's already December already.
Like, hey, I just had a birthday.
Right.
I got one coming up in April in a few months. God damn.
All right.
Yeah. But along with all of this being said, I want to know why did you choose what you chose out of all the things that you did or you looked into when
Could have done.
you could have done, or, you know, just
School for.
right a chef, or is that your biggest thing right now that you are?
So I say that's what I get more support on, you know, the chef side than the makeup. So that's when, you know, if I am kind of having like a slow little season there, I just swap over. You know, that's how I do that. But, you know, like I said, I remember my granddad, God rest his soul, he asked me one day, I was little then, I want to say about 3rd grade, he was like, what you want to be, girl? I said, I want to be a cook, you know, because I used to always, you know, with grandma watch Food Network, you know, all this stuff. So I was like, I want to be a cook. But it just faded off, you know, for whatever reason, I really don't know. But, you know, I always cooked and stuff like that. And I just picked back up on it. And I just really, when I cooked for myself and my family. And then I just got into the motion of, you know, I baked one day and then I was like, I'm gonna take it up to work. I'm trying, and then I was like, okay, you know, like again, when I was just getting so much good feedback, I was like, okay, I like to do this. You know, I know a lot of people don't like in the kitchen to be hot and to be like, you know, but I like to cook. I like the end result. I like the presentation, you know, making it look pretty and all that different stuff. So, you know, that kind of interests me. And that's another way I can be an artist, you know, is through in the kitchen, you know. So, and as far as makeup, you know, I was just doing my own, was going to work, having it done. They're like, you do makeup? I was like, oh yeah, I do my own makeup. They're like, you should do somebody else's makeup. And I was like, oh.
I ain't gonna admit. She tried to get me. I was like, I'm scared.
I don't know if I want to do that. And this was back around 2019 when I was working at Texas Roadhouse. You know, when I first started, and I had someone there that, you know, let me practice on her, and then from there I took a class, and then I was doing it, but I wasn't doing it.
Shout out to them guinea pigs.
Yeah.
I was a guinea pig. Shout out.
You got to have them.
And, you know, from there, I just, you know, I was like, I want to do this. And at this point for me, it's just I want to master it in all areas because, you know, it's still things that I'm still trying to get better at doing. So I just feel like once I master it and kind of can reap some back from what I done put into it, you know, I definitely at least want to do that and turn it into something where it can start making me money digitally. You know,
Right.
I do like a little, you know, how they be doing like the classes you can
Having
go
the
online.
easy
your class online.
Or something like that. So I kind of just said,
That's the
you
new
know, I
way.
want to turn it into that because, you know, I want 7 streams of income. I can't. I want 7
For
streams.
sure, for sure.
I know I ain't there yet.
Working on it.
So, that's basically it, and just finding the passion of, okay, this is something I'm good at, and it's just seeming like this is where God is showing me a bit favor on. It's slow moments, like I was saying, like it's seasons where it's slow and I don't have nobody, and then like right when I be wanting to just throw in the towel,
Everybody jump
you
out.
know, then I be, you know, be getting people like, okay, I want you to do this, then the third, and it just give me a chance to continue. So that way I'm not remaining how, you know, where I currently am. I can continue to get better because makeup, I got to be honest with you. Some people catch on faster than others. I'm kind of in the middle, ain't gonna lie. You know, in the sense of just where I want to be. And, you know, that can kind of make you give up because it's just everything nowadays is about an aesthetic. And sometimes everybody can't give you the aesthetic look necessarily, or they're not there yet. And this is one girl that I follow, and she talked about how it took her into her 4th year doing makeup to get better at eyebrows and to get better at different things. So I'm just trying to say, you know, I'm coming to my 4th year the next year. So, like, yeah.
Climb that mountain top.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we, you know, something.
Well, yours might not be your 4th year. It might be your 6th year, okay?
I'm hoping
Okay.
it's 4th though. So I'm hoping, you know, that way I can just, you know, just get better at things because I do believe that, you know, I've done everyone different. You know what I'm saying? And if, you know, I done some good and some bad, you know, because I'm just, you know, trying to
With
get
greatness, fuck ups
figured
come.
out. Right.
You own that ugly shit you put on them people. You own that shit now. Have them people run around looking like I'm just playing.
Because it's really just been like a learning process for me, a trial and fail, and you know, I do good, don't get me wrong, but I realize too, and I think a lot of people don't know this about me, I get in my head.
I know she's gonna mention that a lot when she does.
I really do, and then I